Yeah, like and subscribe as always. So here we go. Antonio Brown versus Ryan Clark. Now, unless you've been living under a fucking rock, this has been going on basically all year. Antonio Brown has been one of my favorite receivers in the last 10 years. I'm a big supporter of AB, but it's been kind of hard to defend him lately. Some of this stuff is really crazy, and he has been going on this tear, did what he did, got out of Pittsburgh, basically saying whatever he wanted, throwing everybody under the bus, and letting it all out. And you really got to get this stuff off your chest. You know, this is 8 years of frustration, and now he's just unleashing it on everybody. And it really started with Ryan Clark at the end of the season when Antonio Brown showed up at the sidelines with the Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali mink coat on, and you know what I'm saying, and didn't play because he had a little knick-knack injury. They took him off the activation list. And Ryan Clark, who's an ESPN analyst, gets on television and Twitter, and he's like, "Well, this is who he is." He says to him on online and on ESPN, on several shows, because you know ESPN works the fuck out of their analysts. Everyone works like 8 hours a day, 3, 4 shows around the clock. Just ask Stephen A. Smith. He's fucking exhausted. He can't even remember half of the people he's talking about. But Ryan Clark goes on to say, "Hey, Antonio Brown, from when he was his teammate." And Ryan Clark was in Pittsburgh, I believe, from 2007 to 2014. Antonio Brown got drafted in 2010. So they played together 3 or 4 years. He said when he was there, he could tell Antonio's attitude was crazy. And he knew. And he actually went to the Rooneys and told them, if you pay this guy, you're opening up a door. This guy's going to be a beast. He's going to be a diva, a prima donna. Me personally, I was like, I would never go out of my way to try to, you know, affect a man's pockets and go out of my way of trying to not get somebody paid. So at first I was like, Ryan Clark, you hating my nigga, but whatever. So Antonio went back at him and they went back and forth, but things kind of cooled down. So here it goes again. Now, since then, Antonio Brown talked his way out of Pittsburgh like he wanted, got the contract, got more money, went to Oakland. And I had been defending him for a while, but the whole thing with Juju, him exposing the tweet with Juju DM'd him, that's when I was like, come on, AB, like you wilding right now. You gotta relax. And so last night during the draft, well, yesterday actually, Ryan Clark and Antonio Brown go at it again. And this time Antonio Brown's like, yo, and paraphrase, and he says, bro, stop mentioning my name. I know it gets you that clout. Keep that same analyst energy next time we meet. It's on site. I ain't gonna spare you. And then Ryan's like, was never looking to be spared, and you know that. Look forward to it. I ain't hard to find. Shoot, you have a jet. Antonio has a private jet. He is one of the wealthiest players in the league. I'm like, wow. So now he's saying you missed the whole Antonio Brown thing. You were one of my those folks. What am I lying? By the way, my opinion isn't true or false. It's my opinion. This is from Ryan Clark. Then he says, "Bro, stop mentioning my name. I know I get it. Yada yada yada." So these guys are basically Antonio saying, see you on site. Like nigga, it's on when I see you. And I'm like, these are two grown ass men. One's a pro football player, one's a former player, and they are on social media basically making public threats. I'm like, it's funny, but it's like this has got to be the dumbest shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with both of these guys? And people could look at it like, Antonio's being a brat, but Ryan Clark is almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Both of them should know better, but you're the one in the suit and the tie working for ESPN, working for Disney, and you stoop down to his level. Because obviously he's never liked Antonio, and it's showing. And it's like, dude, you ain't no better than him when you get down to this point. You know what I'm saying? AB is who he is. No one's excusing him for his behavior because that's ignorant too on his behalf, making threats about seeing somebody on site. And then Ryan Clark was on First Take this morning, and yada yada yada. And of course, he had Stephen Coon Smith taking up for him, but both of these dudes is wrong. You know what I mean? It's just this shit ain't even really that big of a deal. None of y'all are gonna do anything. Sports has just become a big soap opera, days of our fucking lives. You know, it's like, damn, the off season is long. I guess niggas is bored. I don't know. And I mean, I really want to know what John Gruden, the Raiders coach, what he's got to be saying, because Antonio is not dialed down at all. As a matter of fact, he's cranked it up. He even got his own podcast now. I actually heard one episode, so Antonio he's on one. This is why you got to get shit off your chest. You don't let frustration build up for almost 10 years and then go out and over the last 3 months, he's unleashed 10 years of frustration. He even took a shot at Hines Ward recently, said he never showed him the ropes, I guess in reference to why he wasn't really so into Juju. But yeah, man, this was wild, dog. These dudes got to step it up, man. Like and subscribe, man. One.